WPW stands for World Power Wrestling. It was really expensive to do a show anywhere, so I started looking for swap meets. They were doing some bands and stuff. I go, why not Lucha Libre? Most of the guys are just here because they want to be and they have a desire to become something. I guess they have the sense of belonging when they're here. There's a lot of people say, oh, well, Lucha Libre is a style. It's a style. No, it's not a style. It's a way of life. For me and all those around me, it's been a way of life. It's not a style.
It's like punk rock used to be. I used to go and get violent and you get it out of your system. It was really fun. This is the new punk rock for old punk rockers.
I was thrown into the match. I didn't think I was prepared for it. I was just thrown into it. And they go, "Oh, we got a guy. It's now or never." And I went out there. I was scared. I was so scared. I remember I couldn't stop. I wanted to throw up. All the stage fright. I was so frightened. I wrestle because I'm an adrenaline junkie. Like I said, I've been doing this for a long time, and you get hooked. It came to the point where I don't care about anything else, and even when I'm hurt, I still go out and wrestle. You get addicted to it.
My dad has been wrestling for 21 years, and I was pretty much born into it because I was already a wrestler. They tell me all the time that I came out with a mask on, and I don't know, I was born to wrestle, it's in my genes, it's in my blood. I've always had this dream of becoming a doctor. I have no idea why, but I'm of course gonna keep on my my wrestling career because it's been a part of my life since I was 3 years old.
You need to waste another.
Yeah, well, I'm just going with this. Just turn around. Right there. Why just turn around? You just turn around. I do that. I run the ropes. That way I can get more air. To go out there, beat the crap out of people, and not get arrested for it. Who can hit somebody as hard as they can and not get in trouble for it? Ow! Ow! Watch it a little bit. I hate you. That hurt.
Mostly before I was into wrestling, I was out the street, just wandering around, doing all kinds of drugs and everything. And my uncle Martin came in, he caught me and he goes, "Well, why don't you just come with me?" And I go, "Well, I like wrestling, but I don't want to do it."
Yeah, and I say hi to him every time. He's like,
He's funny.
Hey. I think he's just shy.
Yeah.
He seems like a nice enough guy.
He's really,
He's a man's man. And I was sitting in the front row in this huge arena in Ensenada in a plastic chair, no barrier, nothing. And when the girls were wrestling, they spilled out of the ring and one of them landed in my lap. Then she got off of me and then they grabbed me and tried to drag me into the ring. And the entire arena was screaming at me to go in the ring. It was pretty exciting. And plus that was my first ever time seeing Lucha Libre and I was just blown completely away by it.
Me? Okay, look. I'm known as the DJ. I'm known as a referee. I'm a wrestler. My first match came up as a joke match. It was like just a joke, and I was just the only guy thrown in there because I was the only fat, funny-looking guy. And even though it was my first match, but it was like the biggest joke. It was the biggest joke of a match.
Yeah.
It's fun. That's all it is.
It's not for the money. We
It's
don't do
not.
it for the money.
The fact where you can actually go and beat up somebody without getting in trouble
for it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's like the greatest.
Once you step in that ring, you know, you go, that's just me, you know, I'm gonna go and beat up and do this and do that. And if you get in the ring, I guarantee you, if you get in that ring, you're gonna feel like incredible.
I think it's just tradition, you know? I mean, they just don't, they're sort of like heroes. It's like, you know, Batman doesn't want you to know he's Bruce Wayne when he doesn't have his mask on.
Your mask, of course, is your whole identity right there.
I challenge you, if you lose, if I beat you, you lose your mask.
If you lose your mask, it's, you know, you pretty much lose everything. You lose your personality, you lose everything.
And there's a lot of people in this business who wear masks, but just treat them like they're just a piece of cloth on your face that you can take off whenever you want.
Y además es un respeto. Yo tenía máscara y perdí la máscara. No puedo, o sea, es un respeto hacia el público. De ahora en adelante ya luchar sin máscara porque la perdí. Sería falta de respeto si me pongo otra máscara y otra máscara. Además, no es respeto para el público.
If you lose your mask, don't ever go back into a ring somewhere else with the mask back on.
That also shows disrespect.
That's like the worst thing you can possibly do. The worst thing. Especially trying to cover up the fact that you never lost it at all.
I guess it's more of a Mexican tradition, and it's the biggest insult that you can take as a wrestler is to lose your hair or your mask. If they get to see if the crowd gets to see your face without your mask, that's like, oh my God, you know, that's a big no-no.
Yeah, it's a privilege to wear a mask. It's an honor to wear a mask.
The Aztecs used to wear different masks on to battle, to fight. That started the tradition of wearing masks.
You know, it goes back to, I guess, the 50s is when it started with actually an American who wore a goatskin mask as his gimmick. And then it just sort of kind of took off, and the Mexicans really took it to a whole other level. And it's become part of their tradition, cultural tradition now.
Like, basically, it's tradition. Yeah.
It's everything.
The mask is everything. It's like, it's a legend.
It's who you are.
It's your personality. Yeah. It makes you you.
Pero la máscara es algo así como si el hombre araña ya no tuviera máscara, todo el mundo sabría que es Peter Parker.
La máscara, todo el luchador mexicano usa mucho la máscara como es más atracción para la gente y pues cubre uno más la entidad. Pues a mí me gusta usar máscara para que la gente siempre tenga un deseo de conocer al luchador.
The warriors wear masks, and you know, luchadors are warriors in their own, you know, in their own way, and that's why the mask means so much to all the luchadors, because it's your character, it's what you are.
And I don't wear a mask because I can't see. I used to wear a mask for practice one time, and you know the holes are like this, and if the guy's coming from this way, you're gonna turn around and you're gonna get hit even worse.
I have respiratory problems as it is. I'm kind of a big guy. Masks are hard to breathe through. I have enough trouble breathing.
So, but I won't wrestle with a mask on. I don't think I'd be able, because I can already see they get all hot, and then when they take their masks off, they're all sweaty and shit. So I was just like, nah, no mask for me. Before that, I was drinking, getting drunk mostly, just getting drunk mostly, and just hanging out. So like, basically nothing before I started wrestling. Wrestling was something I always wanted to learn how to do. I always wanted to learn how to wrestle. Most of it before, like, I even got into wrestling, before I even heard about wrestling, I was always like into gangbanging and stuff like that, you know. Just, I mean, I've been stabbed, you know, right here. You know, my dad was a gangbanger like way back in the day. And when I first started training, I was already like ready for that. Like, oh, it's gonna hurt. It hurts. Yeah, it hurts. But I guess you can say I'm already used to it. This was like this one, but it got like this because I fought with my dad one time and he hit me in the mouth pretty hard. knock the rest of it out. 13 is it's a gang thing. It's 13. You know, like 13 is like 13 is stands for the letter M, because M is the 13th letter in the alphabet. So a lot of times it stands for M, Mexican Mafia, stuff like that.
The word cholo, it meant, well, you know, it means, you know, gangster.
They call them, you know, cholos, gang members, vatos locos, whatever it was, pelones, you know, it's just a Mexican thug. Essays, you know, it's just, that's all it is.
A Mexican thug. It's a thug. It's a thug.
They're bald. They usually have skinheads, but they're not skinheads. They shave their heads completely bald, razors all the way. They wear wife beaters and they wear really baggy Dickies pants, like 8 sizes too big for them.
But everybody loved him. Everybody loved Cholo. I mean, you know, he started wrestling, as you know, and he was a bad guy. He was mischievous. He started doing all kinds of things, and people liked him. People just liked him, and they started cheering for him all the time. Every time Cholo would come out, the crowd would go crazy. I mean, you should have seen him in Tijuana. We went. I drove him there, you know, because I got him the gig and everything. We went there. We were doing the match, and you know, Cholo comes out, and he starts going like this, and people start going like, you know, Cholo.
West Coast.
I created Little Cholo as a side gimmick, as a sidekick for Cholo.
First match, very nerve-wracking. Couldn't sleep the night before. I don't know how many times I got sick. I got sick about 4 or 5 times before my match.
You know, he more than likely is or was a gang kid.
Little Cholo is a teenager that was brought up in tough streets in Orange County, trying to get out of the bad neighborhoods, trying to do something good for his community, make sure other kids don't follow in what he used to do. And so far it's worked.
I want to train wrestlers to be there for the long run, not just, you know, for, you know, a couple of months and, you know, do 3-4 matches and get out. You know, I want to teach them to take care of their bodies, you know, to take care of their minds, and take care of themselves.
Everybody in this business is like one big family.
I said Martin trains those guys like every day. He drills the hell out of them. That's how his boys are so good. You know, he works those guys relentlessly. He just drills them and drills them and drills them into the floor.
They're probably the hardest working guys here in the United States. They really are. There's a whole bunch of good guys out there.
My dad has been there for mostly every kid he's ever trained. He hasn't just trained them and let them go home. He's been a father figure to all of us. He's taken us away from drugs, away from alcohol, away from the streets, and he's like helped everybody out in their own way.
Go, keep going, don't look, don't stop, drive. Good luck, guys. Outside the ring, please. You know, like I said, most of the kids that I have, they don't pay me a dime to train. They don't pay anything. They usually come from broken homes or you know, single parents, and you know, they don't have a lot of money and they're financially, you know, unstable. So I don't charge them anything. Don't bump your elbows. Your hands should be hitting the canvas hard. And they know that I don't take, you know, I hate people being lazy to even train or to when they're in the ring working, performing. If they become lazy, I get really angry.
Oh my God!
You know, we have La Quebradora. This is a backbreaker. So what you do is you send your opponents to the ropes, and when they come back, you grab them this way, grab their body this way, twist them around, and they're going to land with their backs on your knees. Okay, our plancha is if you want to do a plancha from the top of the ropes, you get on the third rope, and what you do is you fly onto your opponent going this way, and you're gonna go across his body, knocking him out of balance. We have the arm drag or suplex, we call it in Spanish. It's where you grab your opponent this way and you pull him from the arm and toss him over on the other side.
Basically, most of the guys I like are rudos, which are the bad guys.
Oh, I guess I love to be hated. I love to be hated. I love going up in the ring and having people boo me or tell me I suck.
I love it when they boo me. A boo's a cheer for me, and I just love it. They go like, oh yeah, the crowd hates me. I hate them too.
I love to be hated. So, I'm Rudo all the way. All the way, Rudo.
Rudo, 100%. Or should I say 1,000%?
I'm a Rudo, 100%. 150% they say.
Rudos.
We don't care. I mean, there's rules, but who cares? That's what, you're a bad guy. I mean, nobody expects you to respect the rules.
It's really comfortable for me to tell the fans just whatever comes to the top of my mind.
He lives the gimmick.
Yes, I live the gimmick. An asshole in person, an asshole on the stage. Just can't help it.
It's a good versus evil routine. Where, like I said, the Rudos will always be the bad guys, and the Technicals will be the good guys.
Technicals are like namby-pamby good guys.
Me,
Joy.
I'm what they call a baby face. I'm a technical. I'm a good guy.
If you're a good guy, you shake their hands. Get high fives. The little kids. Make the little kids happy and stuff like that.
And I love being a Rudo. I can't work as a technical. I tried. Like I said, I've done it before, and it drove me crazy. It's like, I don't want to be a good guy. I don't want to be liked by everybody. I want everybody to hate me.
But I have taken bumps. I've gotten to the point where I know how to take bumps. A bump is how you land. Safely. And taking a bump is when you land, when you do it. I would like to encourage a lot of women to go and wrestle and to not to be afraid of it. Just because it's a man's sport, it doesn't mean that women cannot do it.
Para las mujeres no se ve bien la lucha.
¿De veras?
Sí, la lucha es para los hombres, eso para los hombres.
Yes, I am going to.
Just gotta get her rest of the way trained. Don't want her to get out there and break her neck. She's too pretty to be in a wheelchair.
It's really hard to get girls to train.
This is going to be so much fun.
Ow, my head,
Okay, girls, come on up here. They get special treatment.
Okay.
Yeah, slide it, and you're gonna hold it. Hold it high right there.
Now, and then grab both hands, rub this wrist with both hands.
It's not going to be easy. You have to dedicate yourself to it. But I encourage a lot of girls, please, don't be afraid. It's a fun sport, and once you get into it, it's nothing but fun.
You're supposed to grab. Let's try this again. It's all a learning process. You want to dance? It's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the amount of fight in the dog.
What do you think? What do they want to do?
Well, we want to make it look kind of real. mean, at first, and then they're gonna like grapple a little bit, and then they're gonna start ripping each other's clothes off. So it'll be just pretty short.
You know, I go, yeah, an event's an event, but this one, I don't know. I'm excited. I'm really excited about it. It's something that I don't know. It's got a special feeling.
Okay. One thing we're thinking about doing is building a half, thrust that's like a half height from the floor to the stage with the ring on, and then put in the entrance down the middle of the stage with seating on both sides and on the floor. Is that possible? I mean, we have to make the thrust like 20 by 20 or around there. I was going to go down there. I was going to measure it all out, and we're going to measure the height of the ring and the height of the riser that we're planning on building, and see if is this Broadway? This is sharp.
Surprise. Wait, what is
Hi,
it?
surprise. Martine's late, of course. Again. Oh fuck! I forgot to bring a fucking tape measure. Ladies, hello.
Yeah, so we're slashing prices.
I emailed it, but
Yeah. Well, that's good. I mean, at least we have a high. I mean, I always like to work from a high. It's more realistic to work from a high estimate.
That's what we figure. And this is not allowing for anything from the Cinemateca. This is like...
Yeah.
My email's down.
My show business career began in the Pandoras, which I think is the best all-girl band to come out of the punk era, whatever, and so I'm very proud of that.
Definitely do.
Yeah, I mean, and people will see it, it's high enough, blah, blah, blah. So we and she's putting the skateboard. Yeah, so if your attention's going to be drawn upwards, you don't have to.
And then it would be nice if we had two small bleachers. Martine already has them. They're
Oh, like
light.
this on the sides.
Yeah, on the sides facing towards the ring.
Okay.
And then they come down and step down onto roughly a 2-foot platform here, which the ring will be on.
Okay, let me just make this whole thing.
Is the one set show okay, or should we rent just one?
I think we should do two.
Yeah.
And they won't be that big because they're only going to be going down 2 feet because we're going to have the ring on a riser.
Right.
Unless I need Martine to tell me how high the ring is.
You're in the lobby already? Okay, ahorita ya vamos a bajar para allá.
I definitely need you.
I'm gonna send somebody to meet you at the lobby.
Okay. All right. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Oh, I'm going to kill him. It's one of my pet peeves.
Show here. I'm trying to book the show right now, but Ann Magnuson, I'm talking to her about it. But her reunion of Gallbladder.
Oh, that's neat. I brought them on the weekend. Oh, it's usually like a weekly break. I'm sure you have a different breakdown. Right. But if he does want velvet hammer,
Sorry.
you probably would like that.
I don't think so.
Dress rehearsal and whatever decorating we're doing on Wednesday.
Yeah.
We have a slight case of too many cooks right now, but Rita will take care of that. To put it all together with this, and all these created people are going to be involved with it, and I'm happy with that.
I thought it was gonna be like the matches, of course, was gonna be the centerpiece,
Yeah.
and then the different little acts were just gonna kind of like be the garnish.
Yeah, what really spurred my imagination, because Martine said we got a lot of shit about, was they had this drag queen, this like Latina Gucci Mama, like karaoke drag queen at the Olympic in between matches. She got up into the ring and was, did this whole number with the MC guy, and then the MC pulled off his wig and he ran out, But like some kind of little vignettes in between the matches with the girls, sexy girls and, whatever.
Just different little things like that, but the main thing would be the matches, and then out in the lobby, of course, have that whole kind of Tijuana stand, just like the whole atmosphere, you know what I mean? Like, everything else is just kind of extraneous to, the lucha that's happening, you know what I mean?
You've been to luchas in Mexico, have you?
Yeah.
And they always have the food. That's why I was talking about the food, because there's always like the guys walking around with like half a pork skin, and hot sauce, and
and the noisemakers. There's like a whole ambiance to me, you know, that has more to do than just with
They want to do that
Lucha
whole thing,
Band.
and they want to, like, you know, I sell masks. I have a lot of merchandise to sell, and we can put it on the floor, like, you know, like
Yeah, out on the
Mexican
sidewalk in
style,
front, yeah, 'cause it's
right
only
in front of the
foot.
theater, or like on the sides. We can do all that stuff.
You know what we should do is off like for walk-up tickets. And I know pre-sale's great, but for like walk-up, we should offer like $5 off if you're wearing a mask. You know, just
And you can buy a $5 mask right outside the theater.
Here. Throw it at him. Sorry about that. Open the door, sir, please.
I think that he's exploiting those kids a little bit, you know, because he gives them some McDonald's and they move the ring and set it up. But they seem pretty happy about it.
If we're working, it's only about 1 meal a day.
And it's great though.
Yeah, it's a good meal though. But we got used to it. That's the thing though. It's not like we go starving the whole day. It's just we're so used to only being able to eat 1 meal.
As you can't tell, he's not starving.
We're great.
Yeah, I'm big bone, so what?
Usually Martine takes everybody out to eat after a match, and I've gone to eat with them. They eat a lot. They usually go to really crappy places though, I have to say.
Maybe you are.
I could run. I could do so much stuff.
I'm full. I'm tired.
Hey, how you doing?
have to do it again.
See the hand. You see the hand. Tell me when you're ready. Hold it. Don't move. Alright? I won't go that far. I'll just go right here.
Crap.
Alright, tell me when you're ready.
Oh, man.
Baptism is when someone
you
like
got
me,
choices.
like me.
The choices. What are the choices first?
I didn't have a choice.
All right,
It was just
you get a choice. You get a choice.
Not anymore. They just got me. You guys just got me, remember?
Basically, in Mexico, the choices are either getting hit with a wet chancla, a wet sandal. They dip yours in sandal in ice, cold water, and smack you as hard as they can with it. That, or they're all the wrestlers in the locker room will chop you as hard as they possibly can.
Chop line.
That's what this guy got.
Yeah, I mean, I got it one time already. So I just like, all right, I took off my shirt. All right, let's go. Come on, guys, and just boom, one after the boom, 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 boom. I was just like, oh no. Oh, not really like hazing. I don't know if you want to call it hazing. You want to call it hazing? What is it, baptizing?
Not really. Baptized. Yeah, it's called baptism. That's all the wrestlers that are on the show get to, like, it's kind of like a welcome into the
Because I honestly, I hate taking chops. I hate taking because they sting like crazy, and then having to take one after the other, after the other, after the other,
like 40
after the
guys
other,
in the dressing room.
in about the same spot. If it's not here in the same spot, it's right here in the same spot.
So we got him really good. At the end, his chest was this color. It was like bright red.
You want to wrestle? Take a look at that.
Well, the first time I heard or was explained the word lucha was when I first met Ismael, and the only way we could communicate was with this little handheld translator thing. And I was asking him what it was, and he punched in lucha and pushed translate, and it said struggle.
And Matt, he's like I said, he's having a hard time dealing with it, with the discipline part of the training, because he's never had any discipline in his life. I saw him about a week ago. He's he said he was okay, but I know he's been drinking again, and he's really not cut out for this. This is too hard for him to accept that he's not a gang member anymore, and it's a big transition. You know, he's being ordered around. You know, he's being told what to do, and he doesn't like that.
Matt, you kick wherever I tell you. Where?
Jay doesn't play this kind of game. I'll tell you mine.
You know, he'll come. I know he'll come back, and he'll do better, because I know he looked like he missed it a lot. I mean, he wanted to come and hug me, and you know, like, oh, he was really excited that he saw me.
And I just love doing it. Going on a road trip with all the guys, travel 6 hours back home, all in one night, and then do another show. All tired the next day for school. On the way, like, you can't go to sleep on the way there. If you go to sleep, you will get soft.
Yes, but road trips with us are the absolute best. We just have fun.
High quality air conditioning right here. Look at that right there. It's all greasy and shit. Why do you gotta put your finger in it?
Right now, that we get really bored on these tours and we do some really freaky things.
Well, before Joey got in a little incident with Bengay.
Somebody had this crazy idea to put Bengay in the shampoo to play a sick joke on somebody. There was no soap, so I just used the shampoo to wash like my body and everything, right? And I put it where the sun don't. I put it where the sun don't shine, right? And
Joey comes out. I was burning. It's burning. What happened?
And he come out, and I'm laughing. He comes out and he sits down like this. He sits down and he just starts moving, going like this. And
He was walking bow-legged for about 2 days.
So whatever happens in this band, just kind of forget about it the next day.
What's up, cuz? I'm rolling for the hardcore side. See that shit bling bling. No one has the muscle silver than I do than Arnold Schwarzenegger.
So far what you've seen today is what goes on in one of our everyday lives on the road. Getting stuck out of our hotel rooms.
well, this is here.
That's it.
Yeah, pretty much that's it.
Eating on the floor. One meal a day, if that.
You should be making a left so you can go around. You should be making a left here. So you can end up on the front.
Seriously?
Hijo, ¿cómo estás, hijo? Gary, ¿cómo estás?
Mini estrellas. Minis are basically midgets or nanos or whatever it is that you. Nanos in Spanish and midgets are little people, if you want to be politically correct about it. And they are extremely athletic. I mean, it's like more action-packed. I don't know, it's just cool, like little miniature, like powerhouses.
That reminds me of something. I can't remember who brought it up recently about you know how un-PC it was and how they were being exploited and like what they shouldn't be allowed to be entertainers. These guys are masters of like their craft. They're like Liz
They
mentioned.
make so
they're-
much more money because of it.
They found a great field for themselves. They're stars. They're treated with, you know, the utmost respect in their country.
¡Órale, pinche mono de pastel!
El grupo, el clan Mini Estrella empieza hace 13 años en la Arena México. Debutando Mascarita Sagrada, Aguilita Solitaria, Piratita Morgan y Espectrito.
And they're usually smaller versions of a larger wrestler, so of a character like Santo doesn't have one, but if he did, it would be Santito.
Oh, I get it.
Fue muy difícil, la verdad, fue la Arena México, fue el debut de los Mini Estrellas, en donde un paso en falso, un error nos podía haber costado, digamos, el estrellato, ¿no? O sea, o subíamos o nos hundíamos ahí mismo.
Japan, they have the best fans in the world. They respect wrestling so much. Wrestlers are treated like gods there. in Japan. You know, if somebody were to like, you know, do a hurricane off the top rope or something, you know, everybody in the whole room would be like, oh, you know, get up on their feet and clap. It's unbelievable. And you know, sometimes here, you literally have to almost kill yourself for people to react.
Everyone likes you over there. You don't have to be, you know, the best in the world to be liked. You know, as long as you're a gaijin, which means foreign wrestler, you're respected over there.
I guess the biggest mass of all times would be Santos' mass.
Si se quitara la máscara, lo podríamos conocer mucho mejor.
Tengo muchos amigos, pero también muchos enemigos. El AMPA tiene demasiados agravios en mi contra.
¿Y usted los burla ocultando su identidad?
Algo así.
Yo prefiero verlo con su máscara plateada siempre.
You know, he's the #1 draw in lucha libre, not just in Mexico, probably all over the world. I grew up watching his movies and reading his comic books and you know, trying to be Santo. And like every other kid in Mexico, probably every single kid in Mexico.
I came home from a club in an extremely inebriated condition, and there was a Santo movie on. And my favorite part of it was just like him sitting around in the mask and like a navy jacket suit, like at a cocktail party, and everyone acting like it was completely normal.
Soy incapaz de burlarme de sus convicciones, profesor. Pero le aseguro que mi único interés en este asunto es emplear esta enorme fortuna en beneficio de la niñez desvalida.
And I don't think he ever used a gun in any of his movies. You know, I think maybe he used a ray gun one time or something. There was a rainy night, and he had a double booking, what we call in the business double booking. He had to work 2 different places, and he Carlito Suarez, he was his assistant for the longest time, and he told him, what do we have for today? He says, well, we have this show at this arena. It's a real big arena, and you're getting paid, you know, a lot of money. He says, and then we have this other little place where it's a little out of the way, and then you're not getting a lot of money, but we thought we could do that, and we can do the other one later. He goes, okay, well, let's go hit the little town first. He says, but that's not going to give you enough time to come back and do the big one. He says, well, you know, the promoter's got more wrestlers. I'm not the only star that's going to be there at the show. That's a big show. He's got 20 more guys just like me. Let's do the little show because I'm the only star there. I'm the only people who comes. And he went and says, on the way there, it started pouring. The rain pouring. It was so they couldn't even see. And they barely made it to the town where it's supposed to the show. And they got to the arena, and there was about maybe 20, 30 people. And the promoter came up to him. He says, you know, Santo, there's only 30 people here, and I don't have the money. I don't have the money to pay you, and I don't know what to do. I don't know what I'm going to do. So there's only 30 people. We're going to cancel the show. No. He says, don't cancel the show. He says, but there's no money. I can't pay you. There's no way I can pay you. He says, we're going to do the show. They came to see Santo, and they're going to see Santo. He says, if 30 people came to see Santo, they're going to see him. And he went out and had the best match of his life in front of 30 people. Santo, to me, he became an immortal legend when his son started working. And his son has now surpassed his father, you know, I dare say, in just about every aspect. You know, you see pictures of Santo and his son, and you put them next to each other, and you think it's the same person. I have a hard time telling them apart when they have the outfit on.
Yo, mi nombre es Durango Kid porque mi padre luchaba con ese nombre hace como 30 años, más o menos. Y a mí cuando me subieron a luchar, yo no tenía nombre, yo ni pensaba que iba a luchar, y pues me subieron como Durango Kid Jr. Y ya de ahí me quedé con el nombre. ¡Oh!
It's probably like half. It's probably half real, half fake. Because the half of the fake is where you have to sell it. You have to make it look like, oh my God, it hurts. You know, you got to show it. You know, you got to show the crowd. You know, and other half is more. Sometimes they probably landed wrong, or it just hurts them.
Get hurt, yeah. You know, it's a tough sport. You know.
No, what happened was I did a dive, and they all moved out of the way, and I hit myself on the chair. Or I don't remember if I was on the ground or on the chair, but my head hit the chair and it hurt a lot.
But you go home with welts in your back and all over the place. I guess it has its consequences. It's painful sometimes.
One cracked rib, a concussion, dislocated shoulder.
Martin, Jake just broke his leg.
Broken my toes a couple times. Broken my nose a couple times.
I've had like 7 or 8 concussions since I started. Cracked a bone in my hand, just learn to live with it.
Los homosexuales.
I'm super cute Preston Scott.
And I would be extra sweet Johnny Define.
Gorgeous and young, G-A-Y.
They're 2 white guys. They're called G-A-Y, gorgeous and young, so it spells out gay. And their whole gimmick is like looking all gayish and stuff.
It's been fun. It's a good gimmick to work with. Throw some comedy in there along with your serious wrestling abilities.
I trust Johnny, more than anybody. That's why he's my partner. I know he'll take care of me. I know that, if I get hurt, he'll step right in there, and help me out. And same goes with me with him. So definitely being in the ring more and more, you definitely learn your partner more, and you're able to be more fluid in your matches, and the moves together are more crisp and more fluid.
We call them exotic wrestlers, exóticos, luchadores exóticos. Because you can't call them gay wrestlers. It doesn't, they're exotic wrestlers. Rosa Salvaje is great. Great character, great gimmick, good guy. You can't never go wrong with Rosa Salvaje on the card.
I am not gay. Okay? I have over 50 girlfriends.
Rosa Salvaje is gay, and he wears all these little flowery things.
Rosa Salvaje, I don't know. I guess he's in love with me now or something.
No, you don't. That could only happen in the world of lucha. It's great though. Look at the fans. They love him or it. They love that gimmick. The fans are 100% behind that.
People get a kick out of seeing Rosa chasing the bad guy. And Rosa kissing the bad guy. You wouldn't want to see Rosa, kissing a good guy if he was because then you boo Rosa and you kill the character. I think. Like I said, that's my personal opinion. Rosa's got to be a technical all times.
It's like queso or something? Sounds like cheese.
Beso.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's kiss.
Oh, el beso. Oh my God. No, vamos a. Oh God. That's Rosa Salvaje's deadly kiss.
And he kisses the other wrestlers and they fall down as if by magic.
Last thing I want to be told backstage is, okay, here's the spot. Duck one, I'm going to kiss you on the lips. That's one of those shoot yourself in the head spots.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to take one of those anymore. God, he's kissed me so many times. Matt, I didn't hear from him, I heard about him. Supposedly he still wants to come back, but I don't know if he's gonna ever make it. Like I said, I don't know. I hope not, though. I hope he doesn't. This is not his cup of tea.
There's a lot of times, it's like I wonder I never got shot at or I never, I'm not dead or anything.
But I think that he should pay them, You know, for what I think that he basically part of his motivation is training them to use them and not pay them. It's a little exploitative.
We like to call it in this business, we call it paying our dues. We still got a long time to go before we actually start making the big bucks.
You know, the money is not that important. You know, I've never been rich. I guess I'll never be rich. I do it because I do want to, I guess, you know, touch the lives, better their lives in a sense, and keep Lucha Libre alive here in the United States.
We make a decent amount of money, but nowhere near the caliber of superstars. Like we're nowhere near their income, but hopefully we'll get there someday. We get our share here and there though.
I'm not really in this to make money. That would be great, you know, but I never really did it for the money, so to speak. I know that sounds really corny and cliche, but it's true.
You're gonna be hanging or chips, salsa, fruit, carrots,
Okay, so
a lot of water and a lot of soda.
yeah, we're down that.
All right.
Is this my dress room too?
If you're a girl.
I could be for a little while. I guess not. I don't know if they're gonna let me in. I'll try. But if they slap me, it's your guys' fault.
You're just gonna get picked on? Cool. I'm sorry. Yeah, I swear to God, I really happen to have all this shit and I just put it together.
Yeah.
I'm an entertainer.
I know that. Oh, yes, you are, darling.
It's showbiz. You wouldn't understand.
I wouldn't. I'm not an entertainer. I'm not
Yes, you are. You're an entertainer. Don't deny it.
Took a red lipstick and just all over, it was like lime green, alpha, terrible, and just did this all over the hood of the car. Didn't go over very well. Maids, do you guys have your music, or did you give it to?
Prickle has it. He picked it.
Were we supposed to bring music?
No, you don't have to. These are dance or.
Oh, okay, good.
Hopefully, I think all the wrestlers bring their own music.
I mean, I'm doing big hair and stuff, so I just don't know.
Whatever you like. Oh, I wanted to wear a kinky full hood in the ring, but Martine said that my facial expressions would get lost, so I'm not wearing one.
We're just gonna start doing. I'm gonna, you know, what we do. I'll hang you up and stuff.
I have eyelashes. If you want to use those, they're kind of long.
Trina, do you know how to apply?
Look, I'm working on my head. She's incredible. You know what I meant to tell you too, that one that you had on it. This is my snake. I only got him last night. And his name is Crusher. And I hope that he doesn't crush. Here, I'm right here, honey. He's damp.
Oh, he is.
But he's very strong and his body is very nice. Let's dry him. I'm gonna dry his cage too.
Oh, he's so good. Poor baby.
They like water.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. And, you know, the trick is, I guess, not to, people sometimes want to move him around, you know, but he's fine just being held like
I'll
that.
probably end up carrying him down. I try to limit my time going up downstairs in their shoes. And then
Yeah.
by the end of the night, I'm just...
But he's very totally used to being handled. And,
Okay, I'll probably just bring him down myself.
okay. And, you know, if he doesn't want to go in, he feels very strong, but just
you know, gently push him.
Okay.
Hi, baby.
Oh, I want to see.
You're in there, Blaine.
Thank you. I think I'm gonna have him around my shoulders.
Yes?
I'm good. How are you?
Nice.
Down here?
Flick your tongue for the camera. There you go, Crusher.
Is Craig back? Yeah.
I gotta ask Liz something.
Sort out the Musketeers.
Hey, does anybody know where Liz is?
Why don't we get these, we got, finish what we're doing, get these two girls done, we'll move the makeup in there, and just, we need this room for now.
Okay. You can leave costumes in here, but you can't come in here when they're masked.
Right, and they can't come in when we're nude, fair enough.
Yeah, exactly. You got it.
outside who aren't up the ringside seats are also out.
Liz?
That's for Mil Máscaras, and he will kick your ass.
Just think about if you're really big here. So just, I think it was good more. Yeah. So you're not going to be able to
How's that feel on your neck?
It feels like it's choking the life out of
Yeah.
me. You know what? Maybe I could.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Whenever you put your arms in.
Yeah, if you can make that look pretty
Maybe,
for me.
maybe there is some
I'd
Velcro in there.
sincerely appreciate
Let me
it.
look at my kit. Maybe there's Velcro in there.
Well, I don't want it to come off at all, love.
No, I'm talking about for myself.
Oh.
It's a question of if you mind having like, you know, being on the balcony next to the lighting thing and, you know, shooting all around from there during the show. And really helping the show.
Barbara, I have some just like that.
Okay, I'll find out.
Never mind. Like, Vera.
My boyfriend brought this to me and two feathers
Oh, it's
fell
not.
out.
Who is that? I can't see because their head's down.
Dancers are on that stage.
I understand now.
You're welcome to move around that front and take some of the Yeah, so wherever you feel like.
I want to be a wrist.
You're not allowed to look prettier than that.
We're all gonna thermoblend together.
It requires thermoblending. It's a secret.
Okay. It's ancient Chinese secret.
Get out, because we're getting naked.
I know these things.
Get out, come on, get out, get out.
You want us out?
Get out.
Really?
Get out. I got a dermaplane.
Oh.
I got a dermaplane. Get out.
Yeah. So do you
¿Van a hacer seguido aquí o qué? No, por lo menos unas 2-3 veces al año, 4, no sé. No sé, la verdad es... A dejar pique, güey. Todo depende de lo que haya. ¿Sí? Es un pique con el dicho pegoncito.
¿Qué fue eso, man?
Somewhat, but that's the best dressing room here, man. We have a shitter right here. We have a toilet of ice over there.
Hey,
Lemonade.
security down here? Okay, ya, sácalo, porque tenemos que preparar ya.
Sobre todo cuando
Me faltó para.
Cuando llevas el gasto.
Vientos. Vientos, está bien entonces. Tú también ya.
Just right. Classiest wrestlers in the world right here. They just right.
1, 2, 3, look at me, yeah.
I'm back here trying to, I'm on like in an hour. My costume isn't ready for stage at all. I'm ready. See, there's no way for me to be. The only thing that would work would be a safety pin.
No, pues no. ¿De dónde quieres hacer tú?
Okay, well, just one
They got to go and break up Hope and Michelle's wrestling match. What more could you want, you know? They got to grab naked girls.
Entertainment is so scarce, and to have something like that for people to go to, that they can just go bananas and yell and scream and just. I think people need that.
And the show I knew was going to be good because, I mean, like I said, I don't want to my horn, but I know what I'm doing, and I knew I was going to put a great show together.
You just know going into wrestling that you can't help but make a deal with the devil. There's going to be some. It's just the nature of the beast.
It's called Qigong. You get fucked or you're a fucker, and that's all there is to it. So he was trying to be the fucker,
but he was dealing with three fuckers, so he lost.
Lucha means fight. You can fight for life. You can fight for to better yourself. You can fight to fight.
We made like 3 attempts to settle with him, and the numbers changed. We got new numbers from the numbers that he had given us previous to the event, and we were, faced with a wall of foggy bullshit, basically.
I told her, openly, hey, this is how much it's going to cost you to do the show with the wrestlers. It's going to cost you $9,500, and then, you know how much money I ended up getting?
$5,000.
$5,000.
We gave him that the night of the show, straight from the box office.
And she's mad at me when I should be mad at them.
He perceived that we had made much more money than we actually did, and he was trying to gouge us.
According to my estimation, there was a lot of money made that night.
Well, that doesn't leave much room for profit, does it? Because he thought that we had made a lot of money, so he raised all the prices on everything and told us he paid way more money to people or owed them more money than he had originally told us we originally agreed upon. I couldn't even have a conversation. I'd have to drive all the way down to Anaheim to get his attention for 5 minutes.
Wait.
The only thing that I regret is maybe not talking to her about it previously. I mean, before everything was done, I should have said, hey, listen, this is what's going on. This is how I'm securing my, that I'm going to make a little bit of money on this show.
He took advantage of the fact that Liz flew up the wrestlers, booked them at other things, kept the money, didn't contribute it like he was supposed to back into the pot.
I don't know, once someone lies to me and I bust them on it, it's kind of hard for me to trust them again, because I kind of go by my instincts with trust.
I have second thoughts about everything, but I do regret losing her friendship over this. But I know I got the short end of the stick, for sure. Because, to this date, I made so many calls to them. I never said any bad words to them. I never said anything. I never made any threats. Nothing. I just kept asking them to please call me back, to work these things out.
Hello, Liz. How you doing? This is Martin. I just wanted to call and, I don't know, maybe apologize to you for what happened. Maybe you're right. I should have told you everything.
Maybe I'm right.
If you think we can work this out, give me a call back and, we can talk.
I might be able to salvage our friendship, but definitely not our business relationship.
Yeah, I was gone. I started slipping again. I started I was back and drinking and getting in trouble again and fighting a lot. And,
he was lost in his own, he was dealing with his own demons. He was fighting his own fight, and he's come back.
I was just slipping, and then just one day I just got tired of it, Drinking was like a big part of something that I really couldn't just quit like that. So I would get these urges and I'd be like, damn, I would drink like 12 packs by myself.
When he left, I felt that I have lost. I had a sense of, I was like something wasn't there, something was missing, and it was Matt, and now we're full again, and I'm happy that he's back with us. And welcome back, Matt, and I hope you stay for everybody's sake.
Yeah, children watching this.
You better stay.
Just behave for a minute, please. just for now, because what I'm trying to say, it's what I feel, and it's coming from my heart. And you know, like I said, my whole idea, I told you about what my dreams are and what I want to accomplish. My goals more than anything, and is to get this guy's, you know, a place in wrestling.
I don't know, we're just working our way up there. We're here, we'll be up here.
I want to travel all over the world. I want to go to, first of all, I want to go to Japan.
And that's my goal, my dream, is to wrestle in Tokyo Dome. With all these guys to make it with me.
As far as dreams, so to speak, right now is to go to Japan, which I'm working on right now. Hopefully, I'll be able to go there by next year.
My dream in wrestling is go to Mexico, which I'm doing tomorrow.
I see myself, if anything, as a referee. I see myself up there, if I'm not wrestling, you know, a referee, being with the same guys that, you know, I grew up with. Reffing their matches while they're in Japan, but me at the same time, not getting famous, but still up in the ring with them. You know, with the famous guys.
Yeah, Lucha Boom was a success. For me, it was the best night of my life. It was everything I wanted. It was a dream come true.
Still, I mean, we're still trying to get our little piece, a little, you know, part, a little grain of sand into this, into just keeping Lucha Libre alive. You know, that's my goal. That's just to keep it alive for as long as I can. You know, and the United States at least.
Actually, this is my dream right here. I'm just wrestling, that's it. And if I make it big, I make it big. If not, well.
Finishing move, Castigo. It's, you know, that's what it's called. It's called Mi Castigo. Like this is my, you know, my Punisher. That's what it would translate to.
Lucha is my life. That's the only way I can put it. Lucha is my life. It's everything. It's anything. It's everything. I live by Lucha. I die by Lucha.
Every promotion, every single wrestling promotion in the United States always has their ups and downs, no matter what. Always. It could be due to a lot of things. Money, insurance, you know, wrestlers getting hurt and whatever. You know, Lucha Vabu may be doing good right now, but, you know, later on down the line, what's going to happen if wrestlers, you know, get sick of working for like $20, $40, you know? Who's she going to fall back on? The only ones that have been here for over 10 years now. Us. And the school was down for a little while. We're back up right now. 2004 has been our year. You know, we're tearing it up. There hasn't been
Sundays,
every single Sunday we're tearing it up. All of our boys, all my boys, and for now, me, Steve Payne, Chippy, everybody have been busting their ass to bring this thing up.